Hey Olivia. So last Thursday, Christmas Eve, um, was a red day, and I didn't end up making time to make a video after trading, but I didn't want to leave this recap out. So it was kind of nice that it happened on Thursday before the long weekend, so I had a lot of time to reflect on things that could have been avoided this day. But Um, so unfortunately, I only screenshotted the 5 minute, so it's not going to be the best video because normally we watch the 1 minute pretty close, but um, I'll at least go over everything so I can take notes. But alright, so this stock was up like 40 something percent, but it was a lot higher float than normal. I think it was like 120 million. So that right off the bat probably should have told me to not be too aggressive on it. Whoa. Um, but anyways, unfortunately I can't zoom in and it'll be hard to explain all the volume, but I still felt like these were valid entries. I think they just didn't work out because of the size of the stock. And I also later ended up finding out today, Monday, when I was looking on CMAG's statement, I had no locate fees, so I'm thinking it was an easy to borrow stock. So I think the behavior on easy to borrows are different. But anyways, I got an entry here as it was up on less volume than it was down, and it was pretty well timed. And on the 1 minute, I added into the position as it broke some lows, and it quickly continued down. And as it was at kind of like this ascending level of support, I went ahead and covered half because I knew it was an unusual stock. I wanted to go ahead and get some profit on the table so I could pay for the locate fees and everything. Um, it kind of popped up a little bit and it was seemed to be failing, and so I went ahead and added, thinking it would make a move through the lows here, but it ended up respecting this ascending support pretty good, and I ended up stopping out as it was moving towards a VWAP. I think as it broke, it was getting close to breaking out on this red candle here. So I stepped away for a minute. I think it popped up above the VWAP, took a second try, got a little higher, and when it started coming back down, I got a starter. It was breaking the low of the previous candle. I think it popped down pretty quick, but it bounced right off that support, and just like that, it was right back up to the high, and I stopped out there. I think that was a little more risk than what I normally would take, but since I was in half position, I gave it a little bit more room. So it was still within my per trade dollar value risk, but being half position, it was percentage a little higher. So after that trade, I kind of stepped back and I was watching it here because at the open it was really bouncing all around, but it seemed to be really showing some weakness. So I got a starter as it was breaking this daily level here and also a previous candle. and they slowly started making a move back up here towards the highs. And on the 1 minute, the breakout was at like $1.12. Oh yeah, and that was the other thing too about this stock. It was just a cheaper stock than what normally is traded too. So, I mean, I feel like a stock like this is definitely not the one to be aggressive on necessarily. But this was my third attempt. But anyways, on the 1 minute, the breakout was like at $1.12, and on the 5 minute, the breakout was going to be at $1.13 right here. So there was a huge ask at 12, and green orders were going through on the tape. And there was nothing at 13. It broke 12, and it floated at 13 for a second, but I went ahead and covered. But it didn't break 13, and there was nothing on the ask, but tons of red orders going through. So I have a feeling there was a big hidden seller right there. And just a few seconds after I covered, it was right back down, and it was a perfect move through the support level here. I think there was a little over 10% in that push, so it was definitely frustrating to get stopped out perfectly at the top of a candle and have the trade ending up working out. But that's just how it goes sometimes. So I was kind of disappointed because I really should have focused on UAVS, which I had traded a little bit prior in the week. And pre-market, it was breaking its big support levels, and it had a great entry here around 760 as it was breaking some lows, kind of failing towards the VWAP, and I think there was over a 10% move right in there that I should have gone with, because I had traded this stock. Everything about this stock fundamentally was within the criteria, so it was disappointing that I didn't focus on this stock, but that's just how it goes. But I wanted to make sure I made this video of a red day, 3 red trades. So, all right, I'll talk to you later.